Namaskar. Welcome to my art channel Ambrish Art. We are going to discuss about the life and works of Abanindranath Tagore in this video. If you are new to this channel, I will like to request you to subscribe my channel, and if you like this video, at the end put a like. Abanindranath Tagore was born on 7th August 1871 and he took his last breath on 5th December 1951. Abanindranath Tagore was the pioneer of the Bengal School of Art. Born in the Tagore family at Jodhapur, Calcutta, he was the nephew of the poet and polymath Rabindranath Tagore, the first Nobel laureate from Asia. Abanindranath Tagore was 10 years younger than his uncle Rabindranath Tagore. He was the founder of the Oriental School of Art in Calcutta, along with his brother Gaganendranath Tagore. From his early childhood, Abanindranath was inclined to art. The Tagore family, with cultural stalwarts, further enhanced in the shaping of an artist that finally brought Renaissance in the Indian art scene. His father, Gunendranath, and brother Jyotindranath were products of the Government College of Arts. The cultural climate at Jodhapur shaped the mind of the young Abanindranath, who would finally create an indigenous Oriental style of art, popularly known as Bengal School of Art. Although he himself never acknowledged it as the Bengal School of Art, he never received any training from a recognized institution. But the Jodhapur Thakurbari was an institution in itself, and each and every member of the Tagore family was responsible for shaping of this brilliant artist. Abanindranath learned art while studying at Sanskrit College in 1880. He was privately tutored by Charles Palmer for learning oil painting in the Western technique and oil pastel technique from Olintho Gilhardi, both European painters, and faculty of the Government College of Arts, Calcutta. He learned the art of Chinese and Japanese calligraphy from two Japanese painters, Yokohama Taikan and Hishida Shunro, sent by Okakura Kakuzo from Japan. After learning the Western techniques of art, Abanindranath focused on the Oriental techniques of art. He tried to assimilate the Mughal, Rajput, and Persian miniatures in his work. His paintings were an amalgamation of both the Western and the Eastern world. Probably he understood that art has no boundaries, and he was successful in creating a separate idiom for himself. Due to Swadeshi movement and the partition of Bengal in 1905, his art was taken as a nationalist sentiment among the masses of India. His literary writings for children like Raj Kahini, Khider Putul, Budo Angla shows his literary genius. He has illustrated poems and books for his uncle Rabindranath Tagore. He has created sculpture, Katum Kutum, from the broken branches and fallen twigs of trees. His books, written for children, and Jatrapalas for adults, shows his literary genius. His creative genius in different spheres are just like different flowers bound together in a garland by a skilled craftsman. He joined as the vice principal of Government School of Art, Calcutta in 1905 at the insistence of Ernest Benfield Hebel, who was then the principal of the college. When Hebel left for England in 1906, Abanindranath took over the post of principal till Percy Brown joined as the principal of the college. Later, he resigned from college in 1915 and devoted himself as a full-time painter. His students like Nandalal Bose, Ashit Kumar Haldar, Khitendra Majumdar, Sharoda Charan Ukil, Jamini Roy, D.P. Roy Chaudhary, Abdur Rahman Choktai not only flourished as great artists in themselves, but at the same time they were the dominant figures in Indian art. Nandalal Bose headed the Kala Bhavan Shantiniketan. Ashit Kumar Haldar became the principal of the art school Lucknow. Somarendranath Gupta became the principal of Mayo College of Art. Devi Prasad Roy Chaudhary became the principal of Madras College. Sharoda Charan Ukil became the founder of the Ukil School of Art, New Delhi. Abdur Rahman Choktai joined Mayo College, Lahore, and many others were disciples of Abanindranath Tagore. So his creative fervor was not limited to Bengal but spread on the entire Indian subcontinent. His guidance for foreigners like Okakura Kakuzo of Japan, Ananda Kumaraswamy from Ceylon, Sri Lanka, and William Rothstein from the Royal College of Art, England, established him as a global art educator from India. Journey's End. This painting of Abanindranath Tagore was first published in Probashi magazine and was done in the wash technique of watercolor. In this painting, we can observe that a camel is about to die, but still it tries to revive its breath for life. Its front legs are bent with the weight of sickness. The background was done with flat colors for putting emphasis on the unfortunate condition of the camel. One can make out its depressing condition from the face of the camel. The background of the painting was done in the wash technique he learned from Japan. The linear quality of the camel shows his assimilation of Mughal and Rajput style of paintings. The painting is currently present at the National Gallery of Modern Art, New Delhi.